Hello, and welcome to TJ Yoga with uh, welcome to PJ Yoga with TJ. Um, Today's class is going to be very relaxing. It's more of a very gentle flow of unleashing unleashing the muscles that may be tight or just in painful, and it's called simplicity because it's going to be a pretty simple class. You won't need very many props. You will need a blanket or a bolster perhaps because you're going to be sitting in an easy sitting position for a little bit. And this class is all about being comfortable and just trying to make your body feel better. It also is geared for when you're trying to release the muscles, it can release emotional baggage along with those muscles. So a lot of people don't realize that your muscles can um, contain some emotional issues. So you need to release that too. Our focus, as like I said, is going to be in the whole body tune up, but we will be improving our flexibility and our posture, which I was slouching. Let me sit up nice and straight. And of course, helping to improve stiffness in your muscles and regain muscle vitality. So, you'll need a bolster, blanket, a blocks. If you want to sit on a block instead of a bolster or a blanket, you can. I think it's more comfortable. I'm going to sit on my blanket because my bolster is a little bit high for what I'm going to do today. And then I'll, of course, use my bolster for under my knees during Shavasana. Our breath work is just going to be inhale through the nose to the count of 5 and exhale through the mouth to the count of 7. And I'll count that for you. We'll do that at the end during Shavasana. So, simplicity. Simply be yourself. Look past the future. Look past the fanfare and drama to what is enduring. Take time to clarify what is important to you and let non-essentials disappear. And hopefully this class will help you do that. Don't don't fret over the fanfare and all of the stuff around you. Just focus on what makes you happy and brings a more simplistic style of living to your life. Get rid of the chaos, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Bring your glasses with me in case I need them. We're going to start in a restorative rest pose. So you can go ahead. I hope that you've gathered all your things, perhaps looked at it earlier to see what you might need for the class today. I guess Chet's going to join us for some yoga. He's kind of took over my mat here. So I'm just going to lay down in my restorative rest pose, and we're going to do our warm-ups in this position because we're going to be using some of these muscles during this gentle healing class for your entire body. So just take a moment here. I have my feet on the mat, my knees towards the ceiling, and my hands just outstretched in a comfortable position. I'm just going to close my eyes down for a moment, just a center of coming to the mat. I like to do that while you're here. We're also going to have a couple of body scans where you're going to kind of take notice of where you're feeling tightness or where you think that maybe after a few of the exercises some of the tightness has gone away. So let's go ahead and just scan real quick, and you could start with your feet and work up, or you could start with your head and work down. I'll leave that at your discretion. And just breathe normally as you're thinking about, oh, what's tight? Am I laying crooked? If you want, you can stretch your feet out long, which sometimes gives the hips a different perspective of how they're feeling. I feel a little tightness on my right side of my hip when I stretch my legs out straight. That's just an example. How's your neck? Does it feel tight? Your shoulders? Maybe it's in your ankles. Maybe you have some tightness there. Just thinking about it. And while we're just laying here, let's go ahead and start rotating our wrist and ankles we have our legs straight out now. And then reverse that. I'm going to have to move out of the way. I think they're blocking me. Of course, they can't hear me. Yeah, it's going to be cuddly today. And then let's spread our toes and our fingers out wide and then pull them in, clutching like I'm making a fist and like you're going to pick a pencil up with your toes, or you're picking up a towel or a wash rag, and then spread and clench. One more time, spread and clench, and then kind of shake that out. And then we're going to bring our feet up here to the mat. We're going to do some windshield wipers. Just going to let the knees fall over to the right, and then over to the left. Very gentle. Oh, I had a really nice little stretch in my right hip that I told you felt a little tight. I had my SI joint was probably out. It just made a little noise, so I think it went back in. That's what usually makes my right hip feel tight. All that came about when I broke my fifth metatarsal and had to wear a boot on my left foot for 3 months. It really messed up my low back. If you ever have to wear a boot, there's a thing on Amazon that you can buy for $35, or that's what it was when I finally was told 2 weeks before I got my boot off, that you wear on your other shoe so that you're not walking with a 3-inch difference. It's called Even Up. EVENUP. And unfortunately, my eye doctor told me about it because he'd had to wear a boot. My osteo surgeon did not mention one word about it. I figured they wanted me back in to fix something else. And then let's just bring that to stillness. That should have felt really nice, loosening that low back up. And now we're going to do some knee to chest. So let's inhale our knees up to 90 degrees. And then we're going to take our hands behind our thighs. I like to take my fingers and clasp them together. And then we're going to do some breathing, knees into the chest. So let's inhale with your knees away. And then as you exhale, we're going to gently pull the knees towards the chest. Inhale. Away. Exhale. Pull. Inhale away. Last time. Exhale. Pull. This is a great way to kind of loosen a tight low back up. And let's take our feet straight up to the ceiling. Your feet are flexed, so it's like you're trying to put your feet on the ceiling and walk. Stretch your hands straight up into dead bug. Press your low back into the mat, which should make you engage your abdominal area, your core strength. And we're going to point our toes and flex. Point, flex. Oh, this is our wrist too. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring your feet back down on the mat. And we're going to gently take our head, look to the right. Just roll it to the right. We're going to loosen up the neck muscles a little. Through the center, look to the left. Through the center, look to the right. Through the center, and look through the left and center. Oh, that felt good. Let's take our hands and move it down straight by our side. Lift your head up and get yourself on your elbows. We're going to gently arch our back. Don't make it about your neck moving back. Make it about your back arching. I'm just arching my back. My head is staying over my shoulders. So here we go. Let's do about 5 of these. Really arch up and then press down. This will be in one of our movements that we do today. Arch the back up and press down. So I'm pressing down and trying to move my shoulders and torso forward. You should be engaging those abs, working on a little core strength. And one more time, really arch, really push the chest up. It's a great heart opener. And then concave it all in as you roll forward, pressing your abs, tightening your glutes, and then relax and lay down. We'll do one side twist because we're going to be incorporating some side twist and a few other poses. So we're going to inhale our right leg at 45 degrees and exhale it over. As you look to the right leg to the left side of your body, head looks to the right. Inhale that up. Straighten out that right leg. Inhale the left leg at 45 degrees. And as you exhale, the left leg to the right, look to the left. And I do not have any kind of fancy equipment, so you may be seeing me where I'm looking like I'm doing the opposite. So just remember that you will not be seeing me like, some of the classes have some kind of equipment where it reverses it so that you can mirror me, but I don't have that kind of equipment. I don't even know what it would be called. Now, don't sit up, just stay down. I want to check what I had down here. Okay, yes. We are going to roll over onto our stomachs into a sphinx. So for sphinx, remember that your elbows are under your shoulders. My hands are straight out in front of me. And I've got a slight back bend. This is a good if you cannot do back bends, but you still need to stretch your back backwards because we do a lot of bending forward. So we want to keep that spine flexible in both directions. Otherwise, you might get that big hump where you can't stand up straight. So we're just hanging out here in Sphinx pose. We'll do a little active Sphinx. So I want you to take your fingertips, press them into the mat, and then pretend that you're going to pull yourself forward. You're not going to move much unless you have super strong forearms and fingertips there, but it will make you inch up just a little bit. It puts a little bit of tension. And then exhale as you push back. Moving Sphinx. Inhale forward, pull. I'm only moving maybe a ½ inch. Exhale, push. You're not moving your elbows or anything in any significant amount of movement. It's just like a very subtle move. And then exhale, push. They are moving a little. And then come back to just Sphinx. Take a nice deep breath. And we're going to come down so that your head it's not resting on the mat, but it's lower than in Sphinx. And we're going to lift our feet up to the ceiling, flex your feet. We're going to do a belly windshield wiper, which is another great one for that low back. So just start letting your feet fall side to side. Slower is better. I'm moving pretty slow. We're going to do about 5 of these. It feels really good. You should feel a nice, gentle stretch through that side area of the low back. Oh, yeah. Feels nice. I guess that's in the obliques. You should feel a nice pull right up through here. And you might get your feet on the mat. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. Lubricating all of those discs in the low back there, and our hips. And then we're going to slow it down. And then do equal sides and bring it to stillness. And we're going to come up into a tabletop. I'm just going to gently push myself up. And here we are in our tabletop. And in this class today, I'm going to say a lot of things like let your body take you to the movement that you need, because that's part of your body's telling you which muscles need to maybe unwind, and it may not be unwinding in the direction that mine is. So just keep that in mind. Just start by doing some slow, almost like a cat-cow, but I'm moving the hips side to side. You do what you think your body needs. This is what my body's telling me at this time, but also remember to reverse whatever movement that you do. Try to do equal amounts on each side. I think I did about 4 of these. This feels really nice right now. And then let's just do a couple of cat-cows together. So inhale, cat. And exhale, cow. Nice and gentle. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. One more time. And exhale, cow. And we'll do one more rotation. We're going to take our hips, move them to the right and back, around in a circle, to the left, up. Let's do 3 of these on each side. And I just finished number 2. Last one. Rolling around to the left, coming up to the left, rolling to the right, back to the right, and center, and then roll up the right, over to the left, down to the back, over to the right, up, over left, back left, right, up, last one, and left, back, and center. Come up into a hero's pose. That right there just felt wonderful. You could probably stop here and you would have a lot of your kinks already worked out, but we're going to continue. But remember, anytime you need to stop, go ahead and stop. I want you to curl your toes under if you can for just a little toe stretch. Place them on the mat, not curl them up, but put the bottom of your toes on the mat so that your toes are on the mat pointing towards your body. And then just sit back gently for a little toe stretch. And of course, the further back you go, the more your toes stretch. and just do a little rocking. It's very important to keep those toes flexible. I've been in mini yoga classes that I've taught and also attended where some people cannot get their toes to bend, and that affects everything in your body, the way you walk. And then come back down on your fingertips and take your toes off of the mat so that the top of your foot is on the mat. I'm putting pressure on my fingertips. I'm doing spider fingers just to build a little strength in there, and we're going to bang our toes out. That is an extreme stretch for many, many people. And then just sit back and grab your blanket or your bolster or your block, whatever you chose to sit on. For this particular thing, I'm folding my blanket in more of a short rectangle instead of the long rectangle, which I normally use when I'm sitting on the blanket. And just get in your easy pose, remembering which leg is on the top. My left one's on the top right now. So in a little bit, we will switch with the opposite leg on the top, which always feels very awkward. I like to start on the one that feels the best because then I get loosened up, and it helps to get loosened up before I have to switch my legs. So for this one, again, let's just close your eyes down and get a nice straight posture. Think about how your body is feeling in this posture. Try to make your back nice and straight. Shoulders over your hips. You can place your hands on your knees. You can have your palms up. You can have your your thumb and your forefinger together for a mudra, they're called, which I think just, it does a lot of stuff, but for what it does for me is it just brings consciousness to where my hands are and where they're resting, whereas when my fingers are open, I don't have as much sensation of where my limbs are hanging out. For some reason, this grounds them, I guess. Just, you can try it, like open your fingers up. You'll feel a whole different way or I do. It's kind of like closing the circuit board on the electrical board, I guess. It grounds you. Just breathe. And then we're going to do some head circles. I want these to be nice and gentle. I'm just going to take our head and gently look down, over to the right, back. Don't go too far back. To the left. And if you want to keep your eyes closed during this process, it feels nice. Just remember, don't be overdoing it. We're just trying to gently stretch the muscles out. And I know a lot of people have very tight neck muscles. So if you find a tight spot, I have a tight spot right here on my right side. I'm just going to hang out here for a second. Like I said, let your body tell you what it needs to do. Mine needs a little gentle nudging here. It's very tight. Just going to let it work its way out. This is my last head rotation, circling to the right. Oh, that was a very nice release. Now I'm going to go back and circle to the left. Should feel very nice. And I'm keeping my eyes closed. I'm pulling in my Uddiyana Bandha, my core, my stomach. Because believe it or not, we will do a lot of work on the core during this, just because we are going to be conscious of where that what the muscles are doing. And if you have consciousness and you're thinking about them, you can make them tight, which works them. Muscles like to be tightened up and loosened. That's how they work. And now go ahead and finish your head circles wherever you're at. Hook reversed. And now we're going to do a gentle seated crescent pose. I'm going to demonstrate this first so you can see how it looks. So I'll turn this way. Our legs are going to be up here. And then this is the crescent pose. So we're going to do a couple of things with this pose, but I'm going to face this way. So get your feet. This one is a little, have to review because I want to make sure I get it in the right order. So we're going to bring our arms gently around your knees. Just sit here for a moment. Try to make sure that you have your back straight. I will turn. Don't be doing this, in other words. Have your back straight. And I'm just gently holding onto my knees so my back is nice and straight. And then I'm going to inhale and take my hands back behind me. I practiced this last night. And it's a new movement for me, so I want to refer to my notes if I need to. And we're going to do our foot sliders, which is we're going to slide our feet out about 12 inches. Lift and spread the toes, flatten the foot to the floor, and slide it back and spread the toes. Yes, I remember that one. So here we are. Just remember, don't let your head fall back like that. That's not good for your cervicals in the neck. Tighten your gut. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to let the foot, keep it flat on the mat. Slide it out about 12 inches. Lift the feet up, the toes up. Spread them out. Clench your toes. Spread them out. Place your foot back on the mat and bring it back up. Let's go with the left side now. Inhale. Exhale. Take the left foot out about 12 inches. Bring the toes up to the ceiling. Spread your toes out. Clench your toes like you have a pencil in between them, or a rag that you're clenching, and you're going to, you know how as a kid used to pick it up and throw it, with your toes. You had such flexibility back then. Spread your toes. Place your foot back on the mat and bring it up. Don't forget to be engaging those abs. We'll do this 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale, foot slider. Toes up, spread, clench. Clench, give it a few seconds. Spread, lay on the mat, and bring it back up. Inhale. Exhale, slide your foot out. Toes up, spread those toes. Clench. Spread. Slide it up. Inhale. Exhale. Slide the right foot out. Toes up to the ceiling. Spread them. Really try to spread them out. And clench. Really grip that pencil you got in your hand. In your toes. And spread. Slide up. Exhale, left foot out, toes to the ceiling, spread, Tighten your belly. I just found mine not tight. Clench. Grab your pencil or your rag. Spread. Inhale up. Exhale, right foot out. Toes up. Spread them out. Clench. Spread. Press down. You may not be able to press your foot all the way down. If you can't, go down as far as you can. Bring it up. Exhale, left foot out. Toes up. Spread them. Clench. Spread. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale down. Toes up. Spread those toes out. Really tighten those abs. Clench. Tighten your glutes when you clench. Spread, release, and up. Last one on the left. Exhale out. Toes up. Spread them. They tell me I'll never have the strength in that left toe again because of the break, and I can't really move it much. Clench. I can clench it, but I can't spread it apart like I can on my right foot. Release and inhale up. It's a bad thing to break a bone. It's never the same. Work your way back up. That was a lot of pressure on your wrists, so let's take our wrist and rotate those around. Face this way. We're kind of active today. Tut. Usually he's just sleeping. And shake it out. He didn't get walked a couple of days because of the snow and the ice. Maybe be able to go out today. It's melted. Okay, you got that shook out? Great. For our next pose, we're going to do a restore the core. So we're going to lay in our Shavasana. We're going to do one of the body scans I told you about. So go ahead and remove your blanket. We're going to lay back and just think, scan your body. Do you feel anything different? My toes feel really, and my feet feel, after you've exercised and the blood gets going there to them, they feel a little tingly. Not tingly like numb, but just tingly with circulation. This is a very slow moving class. If you want a faster one, you'll have to look at one of my other videos. I'm doing just a gentle toning of the body. I figured with all of the holiday stuff going on and that we need to just slow down a little bit. Okay, and next, which I totally forgot what I have after that. Oh yeah, we're going to do our pelvic tilts with butterfly legs. So let's inhale your knees to the ceiling. This is a fun one. This one felt really good when I was practicing it. We're going to put our hands behind the neck. Everybody know what a pelvic tilt is? It's where you press your pelvis up to the ceiling and then or your back down to the mat, so your pelvis raises up going towards your head, and then you're going to press it so that your back arches slightly, and that's a pelvic tilt. But we're going to add some stuff to it, which will help your core and open up your hip joints and also get some flexibility in that upper back and shoulders. So hands behind your head, you can clasp them together. And we're going to inhale into an arch. And then exhale, put your feet together. As you exhale, we're going to come up and let the legs drop out into butterfly pose. Really engage that core. Inhale into an arch, knees back together. Really arch your back as much as you can. It takes a lot of strength arching it. And then exhale as you come up and your butterfly legs go out. You can let them pulse if you want. Really engage that core and tighten the core muscles and just breathe up here normally. We're just holding it. Inhale down. Legs up. And this time we're going to do a little side movement with our head to get into some of the obliques. We'll do 2 of those, or 3 of those. Inhale. And arch. Exhale. Legs. Oh, keep your legs together this time. And we're going to come up and tilt your head to the right side of your body. You should feel that through your left oblique. Inhale down. Arching. Exhale up. Twist to the right. Wing to the left. Right elbow to the left. Inhale down. Arching. Pelvic tilts with butterfly legs. And now we're just doing some oblique work. And as you exhale, this time we're going to come up. Bring your left knee up. You're going to twist your elbow and your knee together. Right elbow to left knee. Feel a little more pressure. Inhale down. Arching your back. And exhale. Right knee to left elbow. Inhale down. Arching your back. Last arch. And then we're going to exhale. Both knees up. Don't press on your head. Just your hands are supporting it. You should really feel that through the lower abs this way. We'll do 2 of these. Exhale down. And my abs are a little sore from just practicing this yesterday. So just bear that in mind that we are using the whole abdominal core area with this one movement, or sequence, I guess I should call it, because we're doing several kind of movements. Inhale, arch. Really pressing the chest up, pressing the back up as much as you can. Exhale, tighten your abs, legs up. And I'm not pressing my head, but I am pulling my elbows in to meet my knees. Really pressing the back into the mat, engaging that core fully, and exhale down. Ooh, yeah, I am sore. I didn't realize, because it seems like such a gentle little movement, that that was going to do that much for me, but I feel it today. Now let's roll over onto our stomach, into a crocodile pose. I'm going to take my right hand on the floor first. Left hand will cover it. And just take a moment here. Do another little quick scan of how did that feel? Could you feel your obliques working, your lower abs, the upper abs? You should have felt all of that from that movement. pelvic tilts with butterfly legs. Okay, now we're going to inhale up, and we're going to do a side cobra. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the left cheek rest on the back of your right hand. The right hand is just going to support the head as you raise it up. I'm going to demonstrate it. So I got my right hand, my palm is down on the mat. My left hand is back here. I'm laying my left cheek on the top of my right hand. And then I will be raising my head up with the support of my hand so that you're not straining your neck. And as you come up, your left leg is coming up. So we're doing a side cobra with I call this the tail of the cobra. It's a new little twist. Inhale, exhale, up. Really engage the core here. Really let those abdominals work. This left glute should be very tight. And then exhale down. We'll do 2 more of these and then switch sides. Inhale, up, tighten the core, tighten your glute. You should be able to bounce a penny off of that glute. And then exhale down. Last one. Inhale up, side cobra. And we're just holding it. While we're holding it, you should maybe think about how does it feel when you're tightening your muscles as opposed to not tightening. You want to be tightening so they're working and strengthening. And then exhale down. Now take your left hand onto the mat, right hand covers it, and go back into crocodile pose. And then we're going to do the left side. Okay. Exhale the right hand down to the right side. Take your right cheek and let it rest on your left top of your hand. And remember, it's going to be lifting the head up with the help of the left hand and arm, and then raising the right foot. Inhale, up. Tighten the core. This isn't about the neck. This is about the core and the glutes and the low back. And then exhale down. Inhale up. Really tighten those stomach muscles. You should be really firmly planted on the mat. Your glute should be very tight. And then exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And yeah, this feels good. When you get up here, you don't have to hold your breath. So just breathe normally. And make sure that you've got those right muscles tightened, that your hand is supporting the head, which is making my left arm really engage the muscles to hold it up because the head is kind of heavy. And then exhale down. Inhale both hands up for another Sphinx. And then our next one is going to be a fallen tabletop C curve. And I started with the right side so I don't get confused on what I'm doing. I'm going to turn around this way because we're going to lay on our right side. You know what a fallen table looks like? Well, you know what tabletop is. But fallen table, you will have your knees at a 90-degree angle. These are our table legs. And let me refresh the C curve. Oh, yeah. We're going to lay on our right side with our head resting on the right arm. So the tabletop's going to, one of the legs is slightly broken there because it's not completely straight out in front of us. And then we're going to bring the left hand over the head to support the head as it raises up. And this is very important. The knees have to stay glued together. Okay? So we're going to inhale the left arm up and grab my fingertips are down by my ear. And then we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to lift up the left leg and bring the right head up. Please don't pull your head up. It's just there to support. And we're doing this nice little C curve on our side. We do this a lot in tabletop. And then exhale down. Inhale up. So the back should be straight. And exhale. Just breathe normally. Try to keep your head lined up evenly with your shoulders. Should not have any discomfort in that head or neck. Inhale. Exhale as you come up. Really, the further you can come up with your waist here, the more you're engaging these obliques, and you are getting that nice C curve. And then exhale down. We'll do 2 more of these. I think that was 3. Like I said, when I'm talking and counting, sometimes I don't get it right. Inhale. And exhale up into your nice C curve. This hand is really supporting and kind of pushing my body into that nice C. And then exhale down. Now we'll go to the other side for our fallen table C curve. And these are really working your obliques. It's hard to get that oblique in there, but this is what makes you have that tiny little waist. So if you want to get into some tight pants with a nice cinched waist, this is one of the exercises to do that. Bring your knees at 90 degrees angle, a nice 90 degree. Inhale the right arm up and over so that it's grabbing down by the ear. It's just supporting the head. We're not wrenching it. Inhale. Hold in your abs. Exhale. Nice C curve. And I see that, and just breathe normally if you're just holding it, that as I did it on the other side, I got further and further up. So muscles are loosening. Exhale down. Got my head nice and straight, aligned up. Inhale. Tighten the abs. Exhale. Lift. And my arms are getting a good workout because the head is heavy. I should weigh my head. I wonder if you could do that. Exhale down. Just weigh the head and see what it weighs. Inhale. Exhale up. Oh yeah, I'm getting up further and further each time. Now, this is also a great arm workout because you're pressing with the arm that's down and you're holding this heavy head with the other arm. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, tighten the abs, the obliques, lift. Lift that right leg up and exhale down. Last one. Inhale and exhale up. Holding that head, pressing with this left arm, tightening the whole abdominal cavity, and then exhale down. And then just lay there for a moment and rest. Oh yeah, this is where we're taking another quick body scan. We're going to do 3 deep breaths here. You will be scanning your body on your own. What feels better? I feel a lot of through my obliques. I can really tell. Those have been getting a little workout. Here we go. Inhale. Deep and exhale. Preferably through your mouth. Inhale through the nose. 2 more times. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth with an ah. Ah. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Ah. That felt nice. My whole body is starting to feel really relaxed. Now we're going to do a simple spinal twist. Oh, this one I really love. This is a great one. I used to do it more, and I haven't done it for a long, long time. So we're going to take our right leg and just let it lay over like you're sitting in a chair and you cross your leg. You know how you like to swing it, but it's really bad for your hips when you do that. So don't do that in the chair. We're going to do it down here. And then we're going to take our left hand. It's going to rest above our head, kind of at an angle. And our right hand, oh, I forgot where it goes. These are all newer exercises except for this one, and I haven't done it for so long. Okay, just the right arm. The right leg is crossed over the left leg. The left arm is at maybe a 45-degree angle. The right arm just lays down here by your side. And then we're going to inhale. And we're going to gently let the legs fall over to the right as you look to the left and stretch. When you get to that side there, stretch that left arm out. And then inhale back to neutral, relax the arm. Inhale. And exhale, let the legs fall to the right, to the left. As you look to the left. This is how it's supposed to be, sorry. Stretch the left arm, really tighten it, stretch it out, pull in your abs, and you're looking to the right. And inhale that up. Actually, it feels good both ways. I think we'll just do a round of it both ways. I like that. Inhale. Exhale as you're letting the legs fall to the right, looking to the left and stretching the left arm away from the body as much as possible. Really stretching that arm out. You should feel a great twist through this left side of the body. Inhale the legs up to neutral. Pause. Inhale. Exhale as you let the legs fall to the left and look to the right and stretch that left arm out. Really stretch it. Feel a nice gentle stretch through that low back. Inhale both legs up to neutral. Bring your left arm down to your side. Uncross your legs. Take the legs out wider than the hips. Do a few windshield wipers, letting the right knee fall to across the center body. Keep the left knee up. Inhale, exhale, left knee down. Right knee stays up. And do a couple of these. Should feel good. We're doing one-sided windshield wiper. And then bring that to stillness. When you've done equal sides, put your legs back together, hip width apart. Inhale the left leg up. That's a nice hamstring stretch. And exhale as you let that fall over the right thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Left hand by your side. Inhale and exhale as you let the knees fall to the left. Stretch that arm, the right arm up. Look to the right. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, looking to the left as the legs fall to the right. Stretching your right arm. The left hand is just down here to stabilize. Oh, that feels really good. On my owie spot. Inhale up. Exhale, letting the legs fall to the left. Stretching that right arm, looking to the right. Really stretch the right arm up as much as possible. And then release to neutral. Inhale. Let the legs fall to the right. Look to your left. Stretch that right arm. Here's my right hand. It's down on the floor, stretching. Stretching. Oh, yeah. And release to neutral. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, legs goes to the left. Look to the right. Oh, yes. That's a great stretch. I'm letting my top leg put the pressure on my left leg, which pulls that left side up into the low back, giving it a nice gentle stretch. Inhale, neutral. Inhale. Exhale as the legs go to the right, head to the left, stretching that right arm out, up, up. 45-degree angle, stretching, stretching, letting all of this low back stretch. And inhale to neutral. Oh, that felt great. Untangle your legs. Bring your arms down to your side. I think that was it. Yes, simple twist was the last one. So get ready for Shavasana. You gonna lay in Shavasana with me? He does like to lay in Shavasana. We'll get covered up. We're gonna do our 5-7 breath work. Come up here. I'm gonna cover up with the blanket. Come here. Oh, he can't see either. Come over here. Over here. And when you go down to that end, that's okay. Here. Are you cold? So get your eye mask. If you've got a dog, get your dog settled to do Shavasana. Oh, he's going to be my foot warmer. That feels good to have him down there on my feet. I will not be able to, I think, breathe and do the counting. So I'm just going to count for you, and then I will do my counting. And I forgot to bring my clock down so that I can keep track of our Shavasana time. We'll do about 10 minutes, maybe 12. We'll do 12 because we're going to do our breathing exercise. I hope that you are almost ready. I'm almost ready. Get the timer set. And there we go. Remember, breathe in the nose, a pause, and out the mouth. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And relax. Just breathe normally. If you want to do a last body scan, I hope that you felt it through the total body and that you feel much better. usually I get up a couple of minutes before I can do my stretching, but I was really relaxed today. I didn't check it in time. So I just want you to lay there for just a second or another 30 seconds or whatever, and maybe do a last minute stretch. Maybe another deep breath. Clear your lungs out all the way. And then when you feel ready, roll over onto your side, one of your sides you can choose today, and lay in a fetal position. I'll do that. I missed that part too. Just do a last minute scan of yourself and see what feels better, what needed a little bit more encouragement, a little more stretching. I think I'll do a little stretch here. Oh yeah, on that hip. That felt good. And then when you're ready, take your top arm and press yourself up with your head coming up last. And we'll get ready for our namaste. I hope you enjoyed this full body muscle release, muscle stretch, tendon stretch. Felt good. Very nice. So let's take our hands and rub them together gently, slowly, quickly, and then press that energy into our heart center, bringing love, joy, peace, and a little bit of simplicity to your life today. I bow and honor the light in you and ask that you honor the light in others. Namaste. Again, thank you for joining me. I have one last quote, and this is from BSB K. Iyengar. He's a very famous yogi. He's probably the best yogi in the world. The primary aim of yoga is to restore the mind to simplicity, peace, and poise, to free it from confusion and distress. Iyengar. So I have some of his books. I would never be able to do the things he did, but you have to remember he is from India and they practice yoga from little bitty tots on. So they're a lot more bendable than us U.S. citizens are. I'm going to draw my next one for next week. Oh, sisterhood, brotherhood. So we will come up with a nice class for that. Probably trying to just gather peace and harmony in our lives. We'll see what happens. Ta-ta for now, and have a great rest of your day and week.